really, when it comes down to it, we are an anti-corruption organization, and we are the leading cross-partisan anti-corruption organization in the United States. We had a powerful movement of independents, progressives, and conservatives working together to restore a democratic republic and return our government to by and for the people, just as it should be. Since 2012, our members have achieved 127 local and state victories for policies within the American Anti-Corruption Act. 2018 saw the most wins for the movement in history. Even last cycle, one that was thoroughly disrupted by the pandemic, saw another 24 state and local anti-corruption victories. This just happened, folks, a few months ago. We're still celebrating. Ranked choice voting in Maine and Alaska, anti-gerrymandering in Colorado and Virginia, and dark money disclosure in North Dakota and Oregon. The momentum is real, and it's still building.
And because of all of this pressure, we were finally able to get the bill voted out of the House, through the Senate Rules Committee, and all the way to a vote on a motion to proceed in the Senate floor. That's rare. Most bills do not make it that far. And unfortunately, as we expected, this vote failed. The motion to proceed, which is the motion to begin debate on the bill, did not pass in the Senate. It couldn't beat the filibuster. But we were expecting this. So I think it's very important to remember that this bill is very far from dead. There are countless special interests fighting against us. Schumer has promised to bring the bill back, and the Senate Rules Committee is holding a hearing next week in Georgia that will help keep the pressure and attention on voting rights issues. Biden intends to discuss voting rights issues tomorrow in Philadelphia. And perhaps the biggest sign of hope of all, Joe Manchin, someone who said that he would not support the bill, has found a compromise and is now an advocate for it. But the Senate is a broken instrument, like much of the US government, and the 4th bloc can only vote pass if we make it very, very clear that failure is not an option.
Thanks, Caroline. All right, so let's get into the meat of it. What can we do before August 16th? I'll tell you what we can do. We can make a hell of a stink. So we know that opponents of the For the People Act are trying to delay passing until after the 16th. That's when the census is going to go to the states. And so that means that we have to make sure that Congress understands how important the stakes are. And more than that, that Congress understands the urgency of what's at play right here. The fact that 1 in 2 Americans could be living in gerrymandered districts for the next decade if we don't pass the For the People Act by mid-August, August 16th.